Hey everybody, Josh Sigurdson, World Alternative Media here, and following the announcement of 150,000 Chinese troops gathering at the North Korea border, reportedly to take in refugees in case of a conflict with the United States, and the USS Carl Vinson fleet moving into the Korean Peninsula, new reports have come out of the Associated Press and the Japanese government claiming China and Russia have dispatched intelligence-gathering vessels from their navies to chase the USS Carl Vinson nuclear-powered aircraft carrier through the Korean Peninsula. There are also more reports coming out that allegedly more US aircraft carriers are headed towards the Korean Peninsula as well. And that's not the only development concerning people that there is a possible nuclear war in the playbook. There have been reports of Chinese and Russian air surveillance of the USS Carl Vinson as well. There have been videos released on social media by locals in Vladivostok, Russia, just 8 miles from the North Korean border, showing a huge military convoy of 8 surface-to-air missiles heading to the area. While there is a Navy fleet based in Vladivostok, as my research has clarified, these missiles are primarily used for Russian air defense, though the context of its use are not yet confirmed as Russia has not acknowledged this military move. As the footage shows, Chinese military assets are also being moved to the North Korean border. Alongside threats from Japan, China has also made it clear that they will attack North Korea if they continue to test missiles around their border. Following this threat, North Korea has went and tested missiles anyways along the border, but allegedly failing during takeoff. Vice President Mike Pence has made a statement in South Korea saying, and I quote, "North Korea would do well not to test our resolve or the strength of the armed forces of the United States in this region." Pence also claimed that the era of strategic patience is over. North Korea's Vice Foreign Minister Han Song-ryol told the BBC, and I quote, "We'll be conducting more missile tests on a weekly, monthly, and yearly basis." He added that an all-out war would result if the US was reckless enough to use military means. China has also put sanctions on North Korean coal and has stopped flights to North Korea as well. Kim Jong-un recently released a coded message on state-run airwaves that seemed to be a coded message to North Korean sleeper cells, similar to a coded message in March preceding a missile launch into the Sea of Japan. President Trump has said that nothing is off the table with North Korea, and he also went on to say, and I quote, "they should behave themselves." Let's be clear that North Korea can barely afford to fuel its own fighter jets, never mind shoot long-range missiles or nuclear warheads at the United States. It's a terrible country and one should feel bad for the citizens who are living in a totalitarian bubble at a larger scale than most in the world, though some may argue that that might be debatable. The solution isn't more growth of the globalist military-industrial complex and bombing the victims, aka the citizens, to smithereens. The solution is also not causing more global tensions with global powers such as Russia and China. Let's hope for the best. These are dangerous times. I don't think that we need to fear North Korea, but the government should certainly be overthrown. The problem is, we as a collective have no right to be meddling in other countries' affairs. There are monetary motives within the global central banking system for the US to bomb North Korea, and it won't do anyone any good. It's likely that the missiles paraded in North Korea are fake, much like the Soviet missiles put on display in the 1980s. So all these points are worth considering. Now, before you call me a quote-unquote leftist in the comments, I'm a voluntarist. I don't believe in growing the size and scope of government, especially the global military-industrial complex. That is inherently collectivist and far from whatever conservative values you may have. Spending billions in nation building is not a small government belief. It's a globalist belief, and does not fit into the minarchist or voluntary basket. So finishing it off, let's hope for a non-violent resolve of these issues. Thanks for watching, everyone. You can check the links below. GoFundMe, Patreon. We can't do it without you. Any donation is very much appreciated, especially as YouTube demonetizes us and censors us on a vast scale. Also, check our address for Bitcoin in the comments and description, as well as on the screen for you to scan if you please. And check our link to the Red Pill Expo below, where you could buy tickets to the event in Bozeman, Montana in June, where you could see people like J. Edward Griffin, Robert Kiyosaki, Ty Bollinger, James Corbett, Lord Monckton, Cynthia McKinney, and many other great names. And we hope to see you there. So until next time, this is Josh Sigurdson signing out from World Alternative Media. Find the truth, be the change.
Wow.